Thank you very much. Thank you, and a very, very warm welcome and a good afternoon to all of you, friends from the media and friends from the wonderful show that we are going to be showcasing and talking to you about. I'm actually delighted to be here. It's an interesting journey. If you look at our entire attempt at bringing digital content closer to consumers, it's a journey which started for Hungama way back in 2005, when for the first time we saw an opportunity of taking a category of content, in this case music, and bringing it closer to consumers on digital platforms. Since then, the journey has continued to sort of evolve for us. In the last 12 odd years, this company has been able to bring digital content to over 300 million consumers in over 127 markets across the world. Today, when you look at Indian cinema, and Indian cinema is reaching almost about 120 plus markets. It's dubbed in 35 different languages. There are over 50 million South Asians who live outside of this region as well. And we as a company started our journey with first a category of content which we believe has been the lightest, as it were. That transitioned into shorter form of video. That then transitioned for us into mainstream films, television shows. In the middle, we've also as a company brought over 150 games to digital audiences. Like I said, over 300 million of these consumers in this period. Today we are here to talk to you not about what we've done in the past, but to essentially talk about clearly one of the most exciting journeys that Hungama is now sort of embarking on. And that journey for us starts with our entire foray into original programming. If I can just get this thing activated here. Yeah, there we go. About 2 years back, we launched our own platform called Hungama Play, which is essentially a culmination of about 6,500 movies from mainstream Hindi, 11 regional languages, as also the best of Hollywood. The same platform also had highly curated television shows, and on that we've recently introduced documentaries and also gone into shorter form of content across a variety of categories. But the thing that we are here today and most excited about is, as I said, our next foray into this bridge between our audiences and consumers and the kind of storytelling that's been available to them. With this, Hungama Play as a platform today is accessed across all the operating ecosystems, whether it be Google Play, Android TV, the iOS App Store, as also our own destination, which is hungama.com on the web. And Hungama Play is also proud to be partnering with some of the biggest platforms across a range of telecom and device ecosystems. We are live with Idea, with Vodafone Play, and with our partner Xiaomi, both on the phone as well as on their connected smart TVs, which is the Mi TV. We're also going to be, this service will also be available and has been available across the Amazon Fire TV platform. And now, today, we're delighted to launch our first original show. This is a journey which started for us, I think, about 15 months back, when we saw that the market is getting ready for not just stories which were different from what we were watching on television, but the platforms were also being sort of made available for that. This is the first leg of what we've got, and now to hopefully interact with the cast who are here, and happy to talk to you on that.
That was a killer trailer, pun intended. So now I'm gonna call on stage the woman whose acting abilities has blown away our heart. Films. She is so breathtaking that I believe that if there is a biography written on her, the title would be If Looks Could Kill. We recently saw her play a very important role in Meghna Gulzar's Razi. She is none other than our very own Lavina, aka Amruta Khanvilkar. Can we have a huge round of applause for her?
Congratulations. It will come out very well.
Can we get a mic, please? Please.
Yeah, it's right here.
So, firstly, my first question is for you, Amruta. Every time we play a role, every time an actor plays a role, there is a little bit of the character that stays with you. So, has Lavina actually changed you as a person? Because she is pretty killer.
Firstly, thank you so much, everybody, for coming here. It means a great deal for all of us. And yes, to answer your question, definitely a part of any character is always there in you or always stays with you. I think everybody has a dark side. And Lavina, I think, goes 2 steps ahead and she kind of explores her dark side in Damaged. And obviously there's a backstory to why she is like this, because otherwise definitely वो एक साइको किलर तो है ही, पर वो क्यों है ये आपको सीरीज देख के पता लगेगा. एंड अगर मैं आपको बताऊं कि क्या लवीना का कोई अंश मेरे में रह गया है, तो डेफिनेटली वो थोड़ा सा था. इनफैक्ट माई मॉम एंड माई सिस्टर ऑलवेज कीप्स टेलिंग मी, अरे इसमें तो तुमको बहुत मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ी, बिकॉज वी ऑल नो हाउ साइको यू आर. बट नो, Lavina and me are different as well as same, because I think every woman has a extremely dark side to her, and kahi na kahi, when you get characters like Lavina, you kind of explore that dark side. So for me, it was realizing my own dark side and taking it 2 steps forward.
Am I supposed to be scared of you now?
No, not at all. I'm really sweet. You can ask everybody.
I'm sure. Neeraj, you tell me what made you select Damaged as the first Hungama original?
Well, you have to start somewhere, okay? So, as I mentioned earlier, when we looked at where are people getting their principal form of entertainment, it is either television or it is movies that we watch. We felt that the audiences on the digital platform are, even if you look at some of the reports that have come out by Google 2 or 3 months back, almost 70% of video viewing is still male-oriented. It's changing, but it is still that. So for Hungama, as a platform, the benefit we have is we have insights into our viewers. We've been serving content to them for the last 12 years. We felt that a story of this psychotic woman serial killer would be an interesting one to start with. So here we are. So, we've done these 4 shows that we've actually got are all ready, but we chose to lead with this. We felt that this was an interesting niche to address, and hopefully, our audiences and our viewers will enjoy it.
I actually completely agree with you. Like I said earlier, I think we are the generation that has accepted the grey side, and we like to play in that area.
A little more, to our liking sometimes as well. Yeah.
You tell me about your twisted chemistry with the cop.
Okay, as you can see that there is no suspense about who the killer is. So, I love the fact that it is given in the first episode itself, that you know who the killer is. Now, the whole thing is to unveil and reveal basically how she kind of kills and for what reason she kills. Now, counter to that is this amazingly talented Amit Sial playing this brutal cop. But you see an extremely twisted chemistry in both of them. When I say this, why I say this is also because you see a lot of men coming in Lavina's life and falling for her. But this one cop is somebody she's extremely attracted to. And you can actually see a very twisted kind of love in both of them. And instead of me speaking all this, let me please call upon my extremely talented co-star, Amit Sial, so that he can put light on a lot of things. So Amit, can we please have you here?
Amit. Come, sit.
So Amit, tell me what made you say yes to this project?
The platform, Hungama, Ekant Babani, Aram Singh, and money to put food on my table.
You have at some point in time said that it should be illegal for actors to enter the scene without training. Do you still hold on to that statement that you
Sorry,
made?
ask it again.
You at some point in time said that I believe that it should be illegal for actors to enter the scene without training. And you yourself come from such a rich training background of the film industry. So what do you have to say about that whole thing?
It's funny I said that because I'm not trained actor, you know. But when I said that, I meant that as artists, as performing artists, as creative people, I think it's important for us to spend a lot of time honing our skills and perfecting our skills before making it commercial. You know, that's what I meant when I said that. So yeah, I stick by that still. Yeah.
So I love the title, Damaged. Like I told you, all of us love things with flaws, great, damage. These are the words that resonate with all of us. So we are going to talk more about that, but a little later. Before that, I would actually request all the photographers to please come forward for a photo op with the three of you.
Here. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get the others on stage.
Yes. Would you actually want to call all of them on stage?
Yes, of course.
So,
Aram, Sanjeev,
the rest of the three Murthy.
wonderful director. Aram, our creative director, Ekant, Sanjeev Lamba, who to this industry needs little introduction. Come, sit, please.
Firstly, welcome the three of you over here.
I'd also like to welcome some of our co-stars, your co-stars as well of the.
Can you
some of
please
our other
have
series
the
as
co-actors
well
on stage?
Who've been there. Thank you. Yeah. No. Okay, they've stepped out. They've stepped out. That's
Okay,
fine.
okay. Sanjeev, firstly, I want to know how much has damaged you? Being involved with the whole project creatively, how much has it affected you? Thank you. Neeraj, I have a question for you. Have you ever come across a Lavina in your life? Somebody who could kill for love?
Thankfully not, but yeah, I mean, no. See, the closest that I have come across to, as a genre itself, my wife is, is a serial viewer, not a serial killer, but certainly a serial viewer of crime dramas. And, we've got this rule, like whoever calls the remote in the bedroom, it's his or hers for the night, as it were. And there'll be enough occasions wherein she's watching some of these crime shows till late in the night. And sometimes when I joke about it, she says, you see, I have to learn all the tricks of the trade because there must be absolutely no sort of, proof left behind, as it were. But no, it has not happened to me. But certainly excited about putting this onto our platform. Yeah.
You're a
So
brave man to talk about your wife, man.
Amit, you did a super hit film Raid. That was a completely different character. This is a completely different character. How was it preparing for Damaged?
Preparations differ from project to project. For this one, I think there's I've been here for a long time, and as struggling actors and actors were trying to reach to an audience and get work and score work, it we have to go through a lot of disillusionment, anger, frustration, all of those things, you know, negative emotions. And you try to take these negative emotions and use them positively for your work and for your life. So Abhay is a ruthless, a little lost, a little confused, disillusioned person who happens to be a policeman. You know, so I sort of approached like that, and these are very, very human emotions. We all have them in ourselves, and we are actors. We are trained to bring those emotions to the fore. So all of that put together, a little method, a little improv, a little impromptu act. Then you have a wonderful co-actor like her. So it's, you know, everything becomes easier. So you put all of that together and mesh it out and try and create something.
You
I'm already damaged. So this has been a wonderful journey. I mean, Ekant brought this show about a year or ago. Yeah. And at that time, I was looking on behalf of Hungama for shows that would make an impact. Neeraj and I have always been talking about what we wanted to do with the CDs that we wanted to create. And we are not necessarily wanting to create 15, 20, 25. We want to focus on important shows and do maybe in the range of around 8 to 10 shows a year. And I was always interested in doing something in the crime area because crime is a large genre. And if you actually look at crime as a genre, there's a wide variety of shows that fit under crime. But what had been done on television so far had been police procedurals. That's what they're called. A police unit that goes out, and in each episode, it solves one crime. So shows like CID, Savdhan India, and all that, which have been very successful over the years. But beyond that, crime had not been really explored outside movies. This was an interesting show to me, as Neeraj has said earlier. It was attractive in the sense that this was more of a cat and mouse. It wasn't necessarily a action bang bang type of a thriller. It was a psychological crime sort of story. It was about a serial killer. We haven't done a serial killer story in Indian crime before. And most importantly, it was a woman that was doing the killing, which brought a very different type of feel to the show. So we've lived with it for the last 1 year. We are very happy to launch it today, and we hope that a lot of people enjoy this.
I'm sure a lot of people are already waiting for this to go. Ekant, you have been the creative director and producer of Damage, and you represent Alligator Media Productions. You tell me, how was it to manage the three of them, Aram, Amruta, and Amit?
I think, like somebody rightly said, except for Aram, they've played their parts. You guys have played yourselves on camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Meet me, Banya.
She definitely.
I'm telling you, I'm really scared of you, Amruta, now.
You should be.
Aram, you have such a rich background of films that you've worked with. You've been the AD for Ram Leela, for Bhumi, for Badlapur, for so many other films. Your short films, three of your short films, all of them have won awards. You've represented India when you've been to China, and now you're working for Damage. And somewhere, you know, your forte is to play around the whole human behavior. So what was the best day of your shoot when you were shooting for Damage?
Actually, to be honest, I'm a very much, like how they say, director's actor. I'm a very much an actor's director. If you give me good actors, then every day is fun. So all the days when I'm shooting with these guys, who are amazing. Yeah, that's a fact actually. And also because, I have told, Amruta must be remembering this line that I always used to call her as a one-take actor. And same applies with Amit. So a lot of time is saved, when producers are forcing you to finish the shoot on time and everything like that. So when you have actors like this, you can only pretend that you are actually struggling, but actually every take is a great take, so you just go on shooting. And also a lot they bring on the table as well, because they themselves, you can direct them, say, no, this is how it is. But they will always give you 10 other options that what, can we do this, can we? So that's when, even as a director, you grow, okay? Because you're not just going with the vision that you have, but also a lot more that they can bring on the table. So having amazing actors like Amruta and Amit was actually the main delight. And I'm very great because this is also not just that Hungama Play is launching with Damaged, I'm also launching myself as a web series director for the first time. So it's a great thing, and I'm glad that I had such a amazing platform as well as the actors to launch myself with.
So
Congratulations on that.
You know that dialogue, Abhay's character of आपको मेरे लिए काम नहीं करना मेरे साथ काम हाँ मेरे लिए काम वो कितने टेक में किया इन्होंने
ये तो naturally आ जाता है ना उनके. He thinks everybody. Actually, he was telling this to the director.
Okay.
So we are going to open the questions for media. All the people from media, if you guys have any question, I'm sure the mic is revolving around the crowd itself. Please go ahead and ask your questions. Can we give him a mic, please? Sorry, where is the voice coming from? Hold on, first we'll let him ask the question. Sir, please.
Neeraj and all the other gentlemen on stage, congratulations on the launch of Damage. But I shall ask the question to the one lady on the stage. So we've had some phenomenal serial killers in shows abroad. You know, we've had Dexter and The Following and you know, movies which have shown amazing serial killers. Does it feel good to bring equality over here as well, getting a strong woman serial character on stage?
There's definitely no comparison, firstly. I'm very, very glad that Hungama Play and all these lovely gentlemen thought of starting the Hungama Play with this web series. So, कहीं पर भी equality या comparison, जब comparison होता है तब equality का question आता है मुझे लगता है. But there was nothing like that. I'm just very happy that such a series is being introduced and people are very excited about it. And there are a lot more to come. मतलब, oh, we are the first ones and we've done this and we've done that. We don't want to. This is our web series and this is how our channel is being launched, and that's about it. It's as simple as that.
I meant it in a very, very good way.
No, of course. Even I'm meaning it in a very, very good way.
Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Can we please give the gentleman a mic?
अमृता, न्यू लुक, न्यू चैलेंज.
Yes.
पहला रिएक्शन क्या था आपका जब रोल आपको ऑफर हुआ?
बेसिकली पहला रिएक्शन ये था कि एक तो प्लेटफॉर्म बहुत ही खूबसूरत है एंड काफ़ी बड़ा है एंड अगेन आई गेट टू प्ले अ प्रोटैगनिस्ट जहाँ पे ऐसा रोल मैंने कभी नहीं किया है. यू जस्ट सॉ मी एज अ पाकिस्तानी मुस्लिम woman in Razi, and you know, cut to I'm playing a Christian who owns a bakery shop and who is just killing everybody, you know, because she's damaged. So I think it was very, very challenging, and I have to give it to Arambh and Ekant ki we kind of developed the character, you know. When we started shooting, we kind of developed the character. There are a lot of things जो मैंने कभी नहीं करी है, be it Marathi cinema or Hindi cinema, be it the boldness. I've never done some things like this, but also I want to say that, you know, when I put my foot down on certain things, Arambh and Ekant were there to support me. So we've developed the character, and this is one character I've never played. So it was rediscovering myself, definitely.
Do we have anybody else?
Hi, I have a very important question, which is, can we play the trailer again, please?
Oh, wow.
Well, that is a request we will be very happy to fulfill.
Your wish is our command.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. That'll be about it. I thank the media very much for being here and attending the press conference. And Arambh, Amruta, Amit, Neeraj, Ekant, Sanjeev, you guys are a killer team, like I said, and it's a chilling trailer. Thank you so much for coming up with something like this. Thank you so much for the interaction and everything. Thank you.
Can we play the trailer once again?
Yes, I think we should play the trailer one more time.
Yes.
सब एक जैसे हो, सब एक जैसे. तुम्हें लगता है वो लड़की तुम्हें माफ कर पाएगी? तुम्हें लगता है गॉड ने उन लोगों को?
Let's have a huge round of applause for the cast of Damage, for Hungama, and for Alligator Media Productions. Let's have a huge round of applause for all of them, for the team. So we may proceed for lunch, and after lunch we can have one-on-one conversation with the cast and with the entire team. Thank you very much, people. This is Madiha Khan signing off.